up all your haters!
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.
Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video, yes, I know I'm really late with these, just certain things have come up where, truth be told, I'm just honestly feeling like Star Wars isn't fun to talk about, but at the same time, while I was going through all of that, I talked to my cousin and he kind of talked some sense into me, and I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what? Screw all you haters. I love Star Wars. I still love Star Wars. It really sucks that there's so much, I'm gonna call it not necessarily backlash, but it's like, I'm loving the series, and it's really interesting that so many people have so many different things to say about it, and like, not all of them are really that good. I honestly feel like people had their hopes up too high, and let me be clear, I had my hopes down in the dirt from the beginning. I had no expectations for the show, I just wanted it to be good. I would have done something completely different with the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi myself. But I'm open to their ideas, I'm open to their interpretation, I'm open to see what happens, and so far, I'm really enjoying myself, and it really sucks that people aren't, but while at first I was really kind of let down by that, because every time I go on my phone to talk about how awesome this episode is, I only get notifications on reviews and stuff like that, and from friends and stuff like that, that's saying this stuff is just the worst thing they've seen in Star Wars, and I'm like, really? Why? And they start talking about it, I'm like, you idiots! But what can I do, right? Look, if you don't like the show, that's cool. But I, for one, actually am really enjoying it. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the two most, how to put this? Boy, the two most probably highly debated topics of Star Wars since episode 8, The Last Jedi. Yeah. That would be, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Episode 3 and Episode 4. Let's go ahead and start this review. So, Episode 3. I just really liked everything in this episode. Episode 1 I gave like a 9, Episode 2 I gave a 10 out of 10 just because of that moment when Obi-Wan Kenobi connects with Darth Vader again. That was just such an amazing moment, 10 out of 10 right there. Episode 3 I would give another 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's that good. I really did enjoy it. So what we have this time is we have Obi-Wan Kenobi with, of course, Princess Leia, and they're, stuck on a planet now, and they're trying to find a way back to Organa. They're trying to, but they're in the middle of the desert. I actually really found it funny because they were near a whole bunch of Joshua trees and stuff like that. Now, I used to live in California, and where I used to live at was like literally next to the national park of Joshua Tree. So I would walk out of my house every single day and see those trees for miles. They do look kind of weird, they do look kind of alien, so it's kind of a good choice for for a spot to shoot at. I don't know if they were shooting there or if they were shooting where those trees grow on the other side of the planet, because they only grow in like 2 areas, Joshua trees. They're really cool, actually. If you didn't know that, look into Joshua trees. it's actually really interesting and fascinating. And how they ended up on the other side of the planet, being in California, I have no idea. But I used to live right next to them, so it was a little bizarre for me to know that Obi-Wan Kenobi literally is walking past my house right now because of the darn juncture trees in the background. I got a kick out of that. But what it actually was is Obi-Wan Kenobi has Princess Leia, and you know, he doesn't really trust anyone, and while people are saying, but that wouldn't be Obi-Wan Kenobi anymore, look, I get it. You guys are comparing him to what happened to, of course, the character of Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, it made absolutely no darn sense, but for Obi-Wan Kenobi, it just does. Unlike Luke Skywalker, all he had was his nephew turning to the dark side. We can't relate to that at all. We literally saw, and we weren't told about it like in The Last Jedi. We were literally there. Right there in the theater, watching Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, turn to the dark side on Obi-Wan Kenobi. We saw the suffering Obi-Wan Kenobi had to go through fighting his best friend. And now, after 10 years, he's been dealing with that. Of course he would lose so much faith. Of course he would lose trust in others. Like, it's just, it makes so much more sense to me than that. And I really liked Princess Leia. Look, everyone's like, Princess Leia's annoying. You do realize she's a little girl, and little girls are annoying. It's just a fact, man. It's just a fact. And I think, honestly, the actor that they have for Princess Leia, no joke, it's like the perfect character of Leia. I'm not saying she's not annoying, because hey, she is. That's the point, man. She's a little girl. And she is absolutely 100% what I envisioned when I think of young Princess Leia. And Princess Leia, of course, you know, feeling kind of down, feeling kind of sad. She actually asked Obi-Wan if he was her father and all that. Remember, she doesn't know her actual father, and that would be something that she would seriously have to deal with growing up, was who were her real parents, you know? I like the fact that we see Organa, her stepdad, and adopted dad, and adopted mother and all that, but you know, of course she's gonna have questions about who her real family is, and wondering about Ben. And before you start on Obi-Wan Kenobi being like, oh, why would Leia even know about Ben? Why would she even know about Obi-Wan? Well, here's the thing. It still doesn't break any canon. I'm sorry to tell you, it just doesn't. In fact, it actually encourages the idea that Princess Leia would probably go and try to find Obi-Wan Kenobi, the man who helped her originally when she was in danger in the past. Now she's in more danger than she could ever believe. Of course it makes sense that she goes and tries to get Obi-Wan Kenobi for help again. Maybe she doesn't know that Obi-Wan Kenobi is possibly dead, or maybe she does. Maybe the fact that she's looking for him is because she knows that he's alive, but the galaxy thinks he's dead. If by the end of the show, if Darth Vader thinks Obi-Wan is dead, then it finishes everything and it's fine. As for the Grand Inquisitor, guess what? He's gotta show up in the back to tank or something by the end of the series, I swear. They're not gonna retcon Rebels, and if they do, I will stand right here and stop watching Star Wars, period. I promise you, I will, because that is one of the stupidest things ever. Why would you retcon that? They're not that stupid, are they? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. And then, of course, you have the big battle at the end. Darth Vader walks in and fights Obi-Wan Kenobi. But, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, he's a little out of practice, and my god, it's Darth freaking Vader! I actually think it makes more sense that he would try to run. He's trying, do people not realize this? He is trying to lead him away from Princess Leia. Like, come on, of course he's gonna run. He's not exactly the greatest Jedi ever right now. He's kind of sucks with the Force, a little bit out of lightsaber practice. Like, it just makes sense that he's gonna run. He's trying to lead Vader away from Leia. Like, it just makes sense. And a lot of people are like, oh no, it shouldn't be like that, because of course he should just pick up a lightsaber and totally duel and go to town on Darth Vader. That's what we all want to see. I want to see that too. I'm with you 100%. But right now, in terms of the way the story is going, it makes sense that he's going to want to run. And I bet you by episode 6, he's gonna have to stand up and gonna have to really go toe-to-toe with Darth Vader at his best. You guys gotta realize that too. Darth Vader wasn't like Anakin, and he's not like the Darth Vader we see in episode 4, 5, and 6 either. This is Darth Vader at his most powerfulest moment. Okay, not Force powers mean, but I mean Darth Vader at the height of his strength. Darth Vader, that's what we're seeing here. He is terrifying. I actually was a little scared of him, and that's what I love. I want to be scared of Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader so much. I want to be scared of Darth Vader when he walks on stage. That's what I love about Darth Vader. And that's exactly the Darth Vader we saw. I loved him walking down the street and choking people and killing people on the streets. Killing, I don't think they were kids, but killing young people on the streets. Man, that is Darth Vader. He is ruthless. And for all of those who don't like Riva, she takes a huge step back in this episode. She gets like 5 minutes of screen time an episode, right? She takes a huge step back in this episode, which was great, and then she just has this moment where she goes after Princess Leia and finds her. Obviously, she's going to capture her and take her back to the base. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And then you get into episode 4. Episode 4 is the lowest rating I gave the show. I gave it a 7 out of 10. That's basically my average rating. That's when I like something but I don't love it. It was a decent episode. It was not the best episode. It was the lowest rating I gave the show. Basically what that episode consisted of was Riva trying to talk Obi-Wan Kenobi out of Princess Leia, and Princess Leia being strong enough not to actually talk. You know, she's strong-willed, you know, I like that about her. As for Obi-Wan Kenobi, I loved when Obi-Wan Kenobi in the last episode was burned by Darth Vader. Darth Vader wants to watch this man suffer. He's not just wanting to go off and kill him. He's wanting to toy with him. And he lets him go because he knows he's gonna be back. He wants to toy with him. He wants him to suffer. And I love the flashes between Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Bacta tank and Vader. I thought that was so well done. He gets out of the Bacta tank. He's freaking out. Princess Leia is obviously gone. He has to go rescue her. So obviously they sneak into the base, and Obi-Wan fights some stormtroopers off, saves Princess Leia, uses the Force to break a window that was already cracking to flood an area, so the stormtroopers will be flooded and stuff like that. And there's just some really nice, cool action in this moment. At the same time, I do have to admit this, why on earth did she just take Princess Leia and Obi-Wan? Like, what was Vader doing? Why didn't Vader just go straight to the base or anything like that? Like, why did she go straight to the base and Vader didn't? Was it because she took Princess Leia without Vader knowing or something? Like, what? You know, and Vader should have just choked her dead. A lot of people are talking about the possibility of a Reva series. That's not gonna happen. She's either gonna get killed by Vader, or she's gonna get killed by the Inquisitor. That's just what's gonna happen. That's the only thing that can happen. They're not stupid enough to retcon everything and give her a show, right? Don't answer that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the episode, because I know you guys don't. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm looking forward to episode 5. Let's see what they can do. I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.